Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Coins Alert, where you can get your crypto fix. I'm your boss. I hope everyone is having a great day. March Wahid is the last day of the first quarter, with 1,000 days left. Are there 1,000 days left? Are there 1,000 days left? This month, I think the coin markets will move in a positive direction. I think we will finally be able to break out of this negative pressure we've been under. And last week. 1,000 days left, coin markets left. I hope you're ready to start laughing again. We're about to share some big news. You won't want to miss this, which includes the White House, a crypto summit, and another case dropped by the SEC before the big show. The Ripple versus SEC case is finally over. Watch out for the newest case that was dropped. If you ask me, this was bigger than Ripple versus SEC because this case involved fraud, not just selling illegal stocks like the SEC says. So without further ado, sit back and enjoy the show. Let's go into a Bitcoin that's worth arba'u thamanon, khamsu khamson, صفر, and turned over green. It's up thalatha, khamsu 70% in the last arba'u adrun hours. Ethereum is coming in at elfan omeo 60,500. Its Ethereum is across the board 4,000 right now. It looks like both the USDT and the USDC are coming in after dollar pegs. The XRP is just relaxing after touching the $2 line. It's now back to Apple. ETHNAN $30.49. The total value of all cryptocurrencies is up more than 3%, trying to get past the all-time high of ETHNAN, 761 trillion set in Elfenwitzschroon, looking to get back up to that first big number of 3 trillion, and then I'm sure we can keep going up from here. By the end of this quarter, we'll be very close to $4 trillion. In the beginning of Q ETHNAN, that will set us up for the rest of the year. Bearable run is coming. It's right here. Michael Branch made this public. The exchange said that XRP leverage trading will go live soon. The buyers will be able to use up to ETHNAN X leverage to profit from changes in the price of XRP. It has to do with XRP derivatives moving to Bitflyer, a different market. As far as I can tell, Bitflyer is a South Korean exchange. They did say that ETHNAN X leverage isn't much, but hey, it's still dealing with leverage. XRP will start working. This is important because futures and leverage dealing make a lot of money. Before just Bitcoin, Bitfly also works with the Japanese yen and CFDs. It is now adding XRP and the theory to what it has to give. Oh no, it says that this exchange is proud to have been Japan's top Bitcoin trading platform for 9 years in a row. That's right, folks, 9 years in a row. They're now adding X leverage for XRP and Ethereum to round things out. You should pay more attention to Ando if you're not already. It says that we brought together leaders in the business at the Ando Summit. They told us about the Ando chain and the Ando Nexus. They work together with BitGo, MasterCard, World Liberty Finance, and Stellar. Don't forget that Ando worked with Chainlink and Ripple too. Oh, and they just said that Patrick McHenry will be their vice chairman. Do not go to sleep on Ando. Do not go to sleep on tokenized goods in the real world. It's going to be a big deal going forward. A lot of the big investors that will get into the Bitcoin market will be looking for tokenized assets that are based on real things. I think those are selling right around dollar wahid right now, so I don't even have to look. Take it out. Why not? I'm in on it at about $7 to $8. It added up to a lot on the last day. You're now worth 20 cents. I really like this. I think that at this price, it's a great time to buy. I think that it has all the potential in the world to reach about $10 this cycle, and that's a very reasonable estimate. I also think it has the potential to be one of the biggest runners in Alpha and 25 with the possible blow-off top, about 3 to 5,000, which is a 3 to 6,000. Hey, Dr. Fender said, we're now in spring. The crypto spring is cool, so should you. Cryptocurrency prices tend to rise the most in February. As it turned out, this month was really tough. He says that XRP dropped to its lowest Fibonacci level and then bounced back up. I'm glad that the plan we made in February is now a fact. He says that $1.80 with ثماني and $1.1 with the SEO will back us, and that our upper targets are 244, 200 with the SEO and 585. The live XRP chart I pulled up shows that XRP has two support levels. Between XRP has two support levels. Between XRP has two support levels. The one right above it costs between XRP has two support levels. The one right above it costs between XRP has two support levels. The one right above it costs between XRP has two support levels. We'll be almost done with that once it's broken. And because it's broken, we'll be selling it again. We're not really where we belong. Well, I think there will be an upward push to get us between 265 and 282. That's going to be the key level for breaking, and we've talked a lot about 282 in this channel. A lot of people talk about 282, which is the main area of resistance. There's some resistance there every time you try to break over a whole number, like 293 ثلاثة or ثلاثة or 40 or I don't think it would be too hard to get through. Once 8 at 9 was broken, I think there will be a huge rise up into the ARA dollar for the next few weeks. I hope happens this month or at the start of next month. Okay. He says, if you guys are paying attention for a second, we've seen these dips before, we've seen these corrections this late in the market. It's something we've seen 7 times. There's no need to worry about it. As far as his end and bull run go, nothing has changed. I said, look, we're about to really take off. Now is the time to buy. The prices are still low. You won't want to miss what's coming. You'll kick yourself later when you think, damn it, man. Between February and March, I had a chance to get in at these ground floor costs. I didn't do it because, as the saying goes, scared money doesn't make money. Let's pay attention what each of us has to say. Okay, take a look at these correction stages. We've been through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 20% or more pullbacks. But you don't remember those. You might remember the last summer one, though, because it was pretty bad. There you have it. We'll take care of this. Volatility is a feature, not a bug. When these huge rips happen, you need the instability to drive them. That's where we are now. We've seen this before. We should be getting close to the bottom. In spite of those 7 drops, we've still made $10 million since the low point. You forgot about those again because you were thinking, oh my god, it was 110 and now it's 80. It sounds like a bunch of noise, kids, being totally honest. In 2017, it was more volatile, because Bitcoin was still in its early stages of usage. There were 5 pullbacks of 30% or more, with some of them reaching 40%. Now it's more like Solana, which is riskier because it's earlier in the cycle. It's more like Ethereum, it's more like other things. 5 times, the price of Bitcoin has dropped by 20 to 30%. So there's no need to freak out here. We knew about that CME gap, and now look at this. He was found by the Pulse chain. Richard Hart, the SEC sued him because they say he wasted investors' money on pointless high-end shopping. This is the piece for which the SEC charged him about 2 years ago. In 2021, Hart started marketing HEX as the first high-yield blockchain certificate of deposit, according to the SEC's lawsuit. He also started selling HEX tokens as an investment that would make people rich. It was clear that this was a Ponzi scheme, fraud, or scam. He was being chased by the SEC. What do you know? The SEC dropped this case. For real, he raised more than $1 billion, and this was a case of theft. The Ripple vs. SEC is not a fraud case. It is a lawsuit about unregistered securities. We already have a ruling that XRP is not a security. So the question is, why is Ripple vs. SEC taking so long? I think they want the new head of the SEC to officially step in and do what they want to do. They want him to be the one to tell everyone about this. So the sex face changes, right? They go from being bad to being good. I believe that will be the event that starts the bull run going forward. I believe they are purposely waiting until the very end to say that this case has been dropped. To be honest, the only case we have left is the exciting one, which I think will most likely be dropped next week. Then it's just a matter of time for Ripple versus SEC. I'd rather the case be dropped when the markets are going up than when they are going down. Okay, the White House will hold its first EVE crypto conference on March 7, which is just around the corner. This could be the time we find out, March, that Ripple versus the SEC case will be thrown out. This is what a president who supports crypto does. Hold a crypto conference. What do you think they are going to talk about? We know